How did you come to Haven for Hope, and when was it?
Came to Haven for Hope approximately 12 months ago. I When COVID uh, hit our country, I managed to swing it for a couple of years, and it got to the point where we were not able to. I was not able to work and perform my duties, and it got to the point where I had no choice but to seek help, and I happened to run into to speak to people at Endeavors, which they connected me or got me in touch with Mr. John Gaona, and which Mr. Gaona referred Mr. Jose Ramirez, my caseworker, my fabulous caseworker that wears a halo. uh, and he has been the one that has opened a lot of doors for me. And of course, with the program in mind, it has helped us. And I never thought that there was so much offered to veterans in this program as well as through Haven for Hope.
So you had nowhere to stay. Are you from San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were telling me earlier you traveled the state selling antique car parts.
Antique car parts and regular antiques, and uh, every month or so.
Mhm.
And we did well. I did well. The only thing is that when this thing came about, it just put the brakes on it all of a
The
sudden.
show shut down.
Everything.
You
Yes.
had
Yes.
no form of income. from it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Did you go through your life savings?
Yes.
Or,
Yes. I lived through it 2 years.
years living on your savings?
Yes, ma'am. Rubbing pennies together, see if I could make it get another one.
So you talked about several programs at Haven. What are some of the programs you've participated
uh, First, the the meetings that we have on Mondays.
in?
They're very informative. They keep
Veteran meetings?
Yes, veteran meeting every Monday. We have, and to me that's therapy because they bring speakers and they bring people that are offering their services, and they also uh, try to get us into housing, uh, veterans benefits, you name it, they have it. And we're usually the first ones to get all the vital information that's coming through Haven. We get it through our veterans program at our meetings.
What is your goal when you leave Haven for Hope?
Get back on my business, get my apartment, and start doing my work again.
Your antiquing again?
Yes, yes, yes. I just talked to my friend just a while ago, and he said, and he says, "Well, how's business?" Well, we're picking up a little at a time, but she'll be there for 3 weeks. If I could, I would have gone, but
Right.
things first.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like I told Mister Ramirez. Uh, we may be we're not poor. We're just broke right now. That's all.
And you served in the Army.
Yes, ma'am.
How long were you?
2 years. I was drafted, Vietnam era veteran.
So, what is it like when you're able to connect with other veterans at
It's uh, it's an experience that I have not been able to express till now. For 50 years, it's coming out. It's coming out, and I can't help it sometimes. And we weren't appreciated.
Haven?
We weren't appreciated during that time. And now, my God, this generation, this younger generation, Jose, they're taking the old guys and they're bringing them up. I love them for it. Seriously, it means a lot to me. I remember, you know, the plane, Washington State, nobody there.
Mm.
Remember coming to the airport, Fort Lewis, GIs, taking their uniforms off, putting civilian clothes. That's how bad it was. Where now you wear your colors, you wear your uniform as pride. Back then it wasn't like that. When I got off the plane here, that's it. That was the last I heard of the Army.
Mm.
Until I applied only for a GI Bill for a couple of years. That was after that. And then like, fine, okay, I served my country. That's good enough for me. I'm proud. I'm proud even though I'm proud, but you know, people just didn't appreciate that, you know. But this has helped me a lot.
So in the 12 months that you've been at Haven, you've been working on a housing plan, an income plan. Talk a little bit about the goals that you're working on.
Okay. Mr. Ramirez, Jose Ramirez, he helped me get my disability, which never in a million years would I have thought that I was entitled to.
Mm.
After I saw the doctors, God, they said, man, looked like you've been swept under the rug. and he has gotten me in touch with the housing program as well. Jenny is, I know her first name, Jenny. She's working with me with a VASH program. Yes. Uh, and there's still other things that are still pending that they're working with me, and then they're working. I mean, they just pull things out of their head and say, well, let's try this, let's try it. But they never give up. They never give up. And Mr. Ramirez, he's always, like I said, he's always there. Whether I need something or not, but if I need something, I can. He's as far as my phone. The other day, my phone broke. He got me in touch with Jenny, the HUD VASH coordinator, or the one that caseworker, and in less than half a day, I had a phone. Now, if that isn't service, I don't know what is.
And you showed me something earlier that you're extremely proud of. What did Jose help you with?
I'm going to show it to you again. I'm very proud of my
VA card.
VA card. Remember? I carry it with pride now.
Mm-hmm.
I never would have done it on my own. Never. He told me, Mr. Aguilar, it was 3:30. I remember distinctly, 3:30. I said, but it's already late. Come on, let's go in my car. We're going. And it was a rush hour. And he took me, and he would, let me tell you, he was there. And he, believe it or not, he's a better salesman than what he seems. And he told him, this is Mr. Aguilar, he's a Vietnam veteran. And here's his paperwork, here it is. And sure enough, they gave it to me right then and there. I didn't have to wait.
And with that card, what does that entitle you to? What does that help you get now?
All my benefits, which we're working on, hospitalization. I'm entitled to all hospitalization benefits, disability benefits, housing. And to be perfectly honest, there's so much more I can't even name.
Right.
Yes.
You're still learning.
Yes,
what
absolutely.
you're entitled to.
Yes, what I'm entitled to,
Mm-hmm.
which means a lot to me. And that without even me asking them. They said, Mr. Aguilar, you have this. Mr. Aguilar, you have that. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't eat all of it at one time.
Right, right.
Yes.
Now, you said earlier that you never thought you would need this type of assistance.
No.
What would you say to someone who says, I'm not going to a place like Haven for Hope. I don't need it. I can get by on
I'd say your world sometimes gets very small. And believe it or not, what you think you don't need, you desperately need. And I think that was that was one of the reasons why I came. Because you get desperate and you want to maintain your dignity. And they have treated me with respect and dignity here. Where else could I have gone that would have offered these services and still tell me, Mr. Aguilar, you're a veteran. You're just like us, which made me feel good.
I see you almost every day sitting on the bench talking to folks. Do you feel like you're able to provide some wisdom to maybe some of the younger clients or folks coming through here? Are you mentoring some of them?
Oh, everyone that stops there, yes, absolutely. And we don't let anybody talk negative at all. We stop right there. Anybody that's doing stuff that they're not supposed to, no, you can't do that. All that. Mm-hmm. We're the older crowd, so yes, that we do that. We do, and when we have our meetings or whatever, I bring it over to my office. I call it my office. And we'll say, hey, look, this is what I went through today. This is what what is happening. This is what's going through the VA. This is what's going to Heaven for Hope. And if nothing else, at least I picked their brain. Be proud, keep your nose clean, stay out of trouble, and do not surround yourself with bad elements, and continue the path forward. Life is good. Life is good. I can tell you, my life. I really didn't start enjoying life till I was about 50. To me, that's a good year because you're a little bit slower, and you learn. You take in more. You're not go anymore. 50s. That's when life really starts. At least for me, anyway. It's been life has been good to me. I don't have no regrets. Whatever it's been, life has no regrets. I see this. God gave me when I went through this journey that I have been going through. God gave me a little pebble on the road. Yeah, I just went around it, no problem. The little pebble turned into a little hill. Well, and a little bit harder. Then it turned into a mountain. But you know what? I'm learning to climb that mountain. And now I'm going to get across it. I'm going to get on top of it. To Haven for Hope. May God give you all the blessings so that your hand will be extended to the less fortunate and the ones that need it. May God continue with you on this path. It's always a good thing that's coming out of this. You may not see it right now, but it is there in the long run. Yes. Thanks to Haven for Hope and the veterans team. I can never thank them enough.